It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Took you so long. Don't let him get away with that. 15 more.
To throw is Jackson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
These defensive backs are going to have their hands full in this one. They got a test right there on play one, but good work to get a hand in and knock the ball away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Quan Martin there on the tackle. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Flush to his right.
They're going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged, ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Daniels going to throw for it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Daniels. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down. Looked like a pretty interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. To the air goes Daniels. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Second down in the yard. Here's Daniels. That's caught left side by Sinnott. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Here we go now on first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Eckler is in. Touchdown, Washington. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll go down as this drive. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Henry up the middle and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Jackson to throw.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. On 4th down, here's Daniels. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Aguilar in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Nelson Aguilar. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nelson Aguilar. 40 yards. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels out to his left. Short throw here, the tight end Bates. And he'll be taken.
Damn, I just needed the chance to fumble one time, Chad. One time. Or interception.
First catch at a 1st down. Daniels looking to throw. Short throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this one, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Yeah.
Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are right back in this
Okay, I didn't
football
fucking
game.
hear you.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
Damn, the Maya.
I told her ass don't go. When she bust her ass, she don't know. I just told her don't go in that goddamn room wet. She did any goddamn way.
Yeah, that shit's right there.
I already watched the Maya.
Go. Come here. Where the fuck you going?
A lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. He's on his way.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal, go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
You said what, babe?
They'll look to throw.
Done with the other one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Let out. Let out.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Ah! Come on. Like you ain't scared to look.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
See no towel in there. There ain't no towel in the closet.
This is 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Throwing, Jackson. Connecting with Aguilar.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2 timeouts remaining. The time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Amari, what did I tell you?
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Jackson rolling to his right. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that was prepared for him to try and take off.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody. The Midwestern weather is cooperating, and the roof is open. It's time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Richardson will throw to start out here. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 73 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
Richardson will throw for it. On the move to his left. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So what?
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jackson now. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. You can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Second and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good...
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're off from Baltimore. Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Complete Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
This is Henry on 2nd. He breaks the tackle. Along the right sideline, there's space. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference maker.
Oh, look at this. They're faking it. Catches it out left. And he's in, so how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Penix to the air to start us off. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. Escapes a defender. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning. Like a...
This one, and it is intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
First down, here's Lamar. They get it right back. That's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Falcons take over just shy of the 40. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing deep for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Nate Wade.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. TEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. And that is the dream start for this defense on the opening drive. They get the first points of the game for their team.
You know, Mike, every team, they have an opening drive script. So what it is, it's the plays they feel best about. Pass, run, establish a little rhythm, and get your players into the game a little bit. Here they are executing their opening script, something they've done all week long. They cough the ball up, scoop, score, and you couldn't have drafted a worse start for this offense.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson going up top and looking for Andrews.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Now the first carry for King Henry. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. Jackson now on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. In motion comes Andrews. On third down, Jackson. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. From the gun, Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5. A dive, and he's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
So too soon, apparently, to worry about going for 2, even after the penalty. So this one will come from the 10. Another extra point opportunity here. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. That's complete. Peyton Hendershot. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Mahomes. There's the tight end, Hendershot. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue.
Boy, it's a picture-perfect afternoon here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The roof is open, and it is time for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They run again with Dowdle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Prescott now. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. In motion, that's Tolbert. They run here with Dowdle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing, Prescott. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now the first carry for their fullback. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they can score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Prescott. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 3rd and 6. In motion, the tight end. Prescott from the gun on third. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A running play, it's Dowdle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
For that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing is Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Jackson now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the count